What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Suave coming at you with another video. And today I wanted to talk to you about a basketball anime that I recently watched. It's called Ahiru no Sora. And this anime is really decent, right? I'm not gonna say it's really good because it isn't, right? There's plenty of things that I disliked in the story, but there was more things that I liked. So I think that when you like more things about the show than you hate, that's when you start saying that that's a good show, that's a show that you should watch. But if you think that the dislikes that I have are dislikes that are much bigger for you, then probably it's not as much of a show for you, right? So let me start off with the good things, right? Right when I get into this anime, right, I get this Haikyuu vibe, right? Because Sora is very short, just like the main protagonist of Haikyuu. He's very short and he's playing basketball. But since he's short, he uses 3-point shots, low drives, penetration to get to the rim, and that makes him good at the sport. In Haikyuu, I think that the protagonist is able to jump really high and has good reflexes, right? So that's what makes him good at the sport, right? And I like this comparison because it's a different sport, but it's not the same idea. Which in Haikyuu, the main character has like almost a superpower of some kind, because he can jump like a fucking bird and stuff. Nah, main character in this, it's all about skill and technique. He has refined his 3-point shot and he has refined his shooting, so he is a threat, right? So I think that's very good. And the second thing is also about Sora's character, but also about everybody else in the show. Well, almost everybody else, right? The character development for everybody is really good, right? For almost everybody. I don't want to say everybody because there's a specific character that I'm gonna get into later, and it's probably one of my biggest dislikes of the show, right? But right now we're talking about the other characters, right? So Mama Haru, right, is a great character. He gave up on basketball, comes back, realizes that it's not too late for him and that he can still improve and get better at the things that he isn't good at. This also happens with his older brother, Kai. He realizes that instead of doing all this individual stuff, he has to start doing things to help out the team. The delinquents fuck up and they try to make up for their mistakes, and that's how they grow as a character. And then as this character development happens, so does the bonding. The bonding starts going in. They start becoming a team that could really try, a team that really can go all the way, right? So all of that is great. Not to mention the stuff with Sora's mom and the coach and all that teacher stuff and the redemption arcs. Everything about the redemption arc, I think, was great. I think it was well received. And my only complaints, right? Number one, the matches get boring at times, right? I know it just started, but at times they do feel boring because the pacing in some matches isn't there, right? So for example, when I was watching the very last practice match, right, I got extremely bored when they're like losing and they're like just struggling, and they struggle for like 10 minutes, right? And everybody's like, oh, I struggle, I gotta do better, right? Then do better. Like they go like a whole 10 minutes, and it's 10 minutes in a couple of episodes that just happens. And I think that just ruins the pacing a little, because that's fine if you want to show them struggling, right? Every basketball team struggles, unless you're the Golden State Warriors with KD, but that's not here nor there, right? That's not here nor there. right? So everybody struggles. Every basketball team is gonna struggle. It's just, I think you should condense it, right? It shouldn't be the main focus, okay? Another thing that I really didn't really like was the side stories, man. Oh man, cause right, I'm talking about, cause there's a main cast, right? Everybody who's in the team I consider to be a main cast, and if you're not on that team, you're not part of the main cast, right? So the one side story that really makes me so mad to the point where I want to flip my table over, throw my laptop across the room, fucking beat my dick like 5 different times, is Madoka. And the reason why I think this is such a big problem, in the future she's gonna play an even bigger role, even bigger role, because she's the love interest of 2 people in the team. Like the 2 main people, if I dare say. She's like a thought, yo. Like, I don't know how to describe her because the thing about Monica is that she's so realistic, right? And she seems like a real high school girl. But me, what do I hate the most? High school girls, I hate them. Right? I'm watching an anime. You don't have to make the high school girl so realistic that she's crying over not getting rejected without confessing, right? And then she goes out with another man to ease the pain. Now is using Sora as emotional backup, using this other guy as emotional backup. And I think it just distracts you from the practice game, because we're like right in the middle of a whole game and the side story is just like, oh wait, take a break from the game and here's a trash ass story. Right? It got to the point, right, where I was watching this show and every time she would come up on my screen I would start hitting the button. I would be like, I would be pounding my computer like, yo, get off my screen, get off my screen, get off my screen. Because we all knew where she was going, right? We all knew that she was confused. We all knew this. But the fact that you have to throw
11番の夏目くんのポジションアップはあの結果を狙ってやったのかい？
私は何も。夏目くんが彼自身が変わったんだと。
ぶっちゃけいなくても大して困らん。だが彼は違う。クズ校の大きな要だ。
Basketball anime, if you're relatively young, will teach you some important life lessons. An important life lesson that I think that I took away from is that people give up on their dreams, right? But just because you gave up on it once does not mean that you can't try it again. If you want to do something, don't feel ashamed because you couldn't do it the first time. Take pride in that you tried once, couldn't do it, and are willing to try again. It's never too late to start over again, right? Especially in high school. If you're in high school and gave up on basketball in middle school, it's not too late to go back into sports. It isn't. Don't ever think it isn't, because you have a chance, right? Give yourself a chance, because if the only person that gives you a chance is you, that's the only person that you need. That one person has to be you. It has to start with you. You have to believe you can do something in order for it to be done. And the second thing I learned was from Kite, right? And as I watch him, right, in the practice game, I realized that sometimes, right, you could be really good at something. You could be the best. You could be the smartest. But it's different when you play with someone else. It's different when you have a group project, because now all that intelligence you have should not be dominance, right? Dominant, right? Smart. Your smartness should just add on to everybody else's smartness. Your game should add on to everybody else's game. Your game should be able to suit everybody else so they can also succeed. And I think these two life lessons are very important, right? They teach you the lesson of redemption, and they teach you the lesson of the bigger picture, essentially. With all that being said, if you like the video, please subscribe, hit the like button, hit that ding dong. Like always, swab out.